Glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. You look at Detroit. They're moving on up, fourth spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've started the way we expected. Aggressive, relentless, just imposing their will upon lesser teams.
That's a block.
Walsh can't get it to go.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations.
Kobe.
Not this time.
Good on the triple.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, here's prime time, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Fox. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well. Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Pass to Gilbert.
No, you only fed that boy some white eating sauce.
Booker against Melton. Booker draws the double.
Oh, yeah, we out.
Fast break, the Lakers. And he goes in for the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Fox after the made shot from primetime. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Fox passes to Booker. Can they get it? No good. Shot missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Steve, wouldn't you agree the Los Angeles Lakers are one of, if not the most storied franchise in the NBA?
Yes, Kevin, the facts prove it. The number 1 and number 2 all-time league scorers both captured the record as Lakers. That's history right there.
Here's primetime. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Puts up a three, and again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And finish off by Wagner.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Prime time. It's good with the assist that time.
No, you go to sleep.
Time from Johnson. And that's 28 points for prime time.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's prime time. 28 points for him. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Lakers on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Wagner is out there with Higgins. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Watson in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, primetime in the last game against Milwaukee was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well, seems to always get it.
We've got 1:48 left here in the second. Ball against Fox. Now, here's Watson. Not a lot of room, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of records. It's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Primetime. Primetime's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And looking to push this win streak to double digits, MP saying, don't disturb this groove.
It can't last forever, but while it does, a winning streak is one of those galvanizing experiences, don't you think, for a team all season long? This one for 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
To the wing right side, Walsh. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Primetime's shot is good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Fox with it, now guarded by Ball.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Here's Primetime. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Primetime's got 46 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Primetime, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Watson for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Watson's got 8.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
You look at Los Angeles,
It's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Now let's talk about that first half. It's been a runaway success for the Los Angeles Lakers. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Primetime.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Taking a look at the Lakers, we've got DeAnthony Melton. Primetime is out there with Jokic. Then it's Ball, and it's Grimes in at the small forward position. Here's Primetime. Non-stop scoring machine here. They double him with Booker. 5 to shoot. Crafty move. And it's Primetime missing.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Booker against Ball. Passes it to Gilbert. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Walsh can't get it to go. And here is Los Angeles now. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. You know, Devin Booker has a take on load management. He says, I'm not a part of that. I spend a lot of time in the summer making sure my body can take that load on. I want to be out there doing what I have to help the team. That's how I've always been. And I haven't lost sight of those kids up in the stands that might be seeing me for the first time. Kevin, back to you.
I like that perspective, D.A. Thanks. And the shot goes down. He has 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Primetime's shot is good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Walsh. Off target from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Primetime, defended by Booker. From the arc. And it's Primetime missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Here's Primetime. Hits the jumper in space. Primetime's got 59 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
You know, Steve.
Yeah. One of them. Because I was using it to take my
I just got one night on it too. On my floor right there. Where? Right there.
The last couple years, league-wide, scoring is way up for teams, but also for individual players. What's your read on that?
Well, I think from the scoring situation, Defense is totally different than when we played. It's more free-flowing. Also, the three-point shot, they're taking way more three-point shots. Long rebounds, they have fast break, more fast break and transition points. But it all comes down to shooting a three. More threes mean more points.
Fox from outside. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stewart a screen. Here's Primetime. He got it again. Sensational. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Primetime's shot is good.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Primetime's shot is good.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Here's Higgins. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 7th assist in the game. Here's Primetime. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Fires for 3. Hits it again. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Here's Barber. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Barber's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Higgins, and the layup is good. Higgins has got 4 points this quarter.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Primetime. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Here's Primetime. Good, that's another bucket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Okay.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that.
Both teams making some changes here. And the Lakers call time here. Launches a 3. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Lakers head athletic trainer. It's an issue with his hand. It doesn't look very serious right now, but there is some nagging soreness there. Now, it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. We'll see how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. We've got Fox. He's out there with Devin Booker, and it's Gilbert in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. There's a screen. Here's primetime, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Walsh. Oh, he got hacked on the three-point. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul called.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on.
And he knocks down the first one. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines, and that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
The last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And got it! Another basket!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. There's 1:26 left in the game. For three, Booker drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for primetime.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's primetime. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Here's primetime, and there's another one for the Lakers.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Takes a three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And so it's